Also, and this is my before and after story. I was raised in a Christian home, did all the right things, and truly believed that if I were to meet God at the gates of heaven, He would let me in. I was trying my hardest to do everything on my own, and obviously I failed a ton. I would start doing good things, like getting good grades, pleasing my parents, or being liked by everyone I knew, and feel like I was succeeding, but it wasn't long before I would stumble and mess up whatever it was that I was doing. Up until summer before freshman year of college, I continued on this roller coaster of doing good, failing, and then trying even harder next time. About a month before I left for school, I started dating this boy and thought he was the best thing to ever happen to me, so I quickly forgot all about God and made this guy the center of my life. I knew Jesus loved me, but that was just something I'd heard in church since I was little, and it carried very little weight in my life at the time. Over the next couple months, Jesus tried to make his way back into my heart through various people, but I would ignore them and still try to work my way through life on my own. Even when the guy I was dating broke up with me, I refused to admit that I needed Jesus. I stumbled till a spring break retreat when I was finally brought to my knees in surrender and had to acknowledge I couldn't do life without him. The hole I was trying to fill with all the empty things that the world promises would satisfy me was finally overflowed with a love that I had never known before. I realized that God loved me so much and that I was separated from Him because of my sin. All the stuff I had heard growing up about Jesus dying on the cross for me and trusting the Holy Spirit to help love me and to walk with Jesus daily started to make sense at last. I was finally overflowed with a love that came from God sending His Son down to die as a payment for my sins. After accepting Christ and through my surrender to Him, I no longer have to seek other things to fill me up because He's enough. Even though I still make dumb choices and stumble a lot, I now know that Jesus is the one that will help me back up and continue to love me and guide me along.